Hi guys, this is Samuel Odhiambo, who is a senior law student at JKUAT Karen campus, Nairobi, Kenya. I would hereby like to once again take this opportunity to welcome you all to the Samuel Law Podcast and Academy YouTube practice, so that together we may continue to learn more about our laws. Please welcome. So today we are going to look at the torts of trespass to goods and conversion, and our objective being to define both the torts, to get to understand the elements contained in both of these torts, and also to learn about the defenses and remedies available to both the tort of trespass to goods and conversion. So we are going to begin by looking at the tort of trespass to goods. Trespass to goods tort is the act of wrongfully interfering with goods that are in the immediate possession of another person. Actually, it is the direct and immediate interference with someone else's personal property. This tort acts as a protection of a person's interest in their possession apart from that of land. And it essentially provides protection for someone who is entitled to immediate possession of the property or chattels in question. So what are some of the elements of the tort of trespass to goods? There is physical interference. This interference must be physical and direct. The interference must be with something that can be classified as goods, that is, any kind of physical object or chattels apart from that of land, just as we have mentioned above. The goods must be in somebody else's possession, and the tort of trespass to goods is actionable per se, just like other forms of trespass, which means that there is no need to prove damage. And finally, we have liability for damage. Where damage is caused, the defendant will only be liable to compensate for the reasonably foreseeable damage. Let's now look at some of the defenses available to this tort. We have the defense of necessity. Necessity provides that it is lawful to interfere with or damage goods in order to avert immediate danger to people or property. That means that the law allows it, or the law allows this tort to be used in cases where it's about rescuing somebody's life or property. But that interference must only be used in reasonable circumstances, and the degree of interference or damage must be balanced against the threatened harm or imminent danger foreseen. We have statutory authority. We can give an example of the statute that protects the police when they are exercising their lawful power of search and seizure. We also have voluntary or consent. Consent to a trespass may be implied from the claimant's conduct or action. Justity. This provides a defense where someone other than the claimant or defendant has a better right to the goods or property, meaning a third party. So after that, let's now look at the tort of conversion. This tort is committed where one interferes with the goods in a way that is inconsistent with the rights of the owner. And it consists of different types of behavior, such as destruction of someone's property, or selling of the property, or simply keeping or retaining the property. So what are the elements contained in the tort of conversion? These include 1. Goods which are the subject of some interference. And this includes all kinds of tangible or physical properties other than land owned by someone. This interference must be inconsistent with the rights of the owner. The claimant must be in immediate possession of the goods, and the claimant need not be the actual owner of the goods. There must be an act, but not an omission. And this act must be intentional, though the defendant must not intend it to be inconsistent with the owner's rights. So what are some of the examples of conversion? We have intentional destruction of the claimant's goods, retaining of goods belonging to the claimant without his or her permission, selling goods without the claimant's consent, contradicting the title of the true owner, confiscation or damage of goods by the police who are acting beyond their statutory powers in the course of conducting a search. And finally, you have receiving goods obtained by fraud and then selling them to someone else in good faith. So what are some of the differences here? Some of the differences applicable to conversion include those of justity and consent. And the remedies here include the claimant can either recover the item, including special damages, or its market value plus damages. So we can conclude by saying that the tort of trespass to goods and conversion play a major role indeed in the protection of one's interest in their possession by ensuring total enjoyment of tangible personal property. Let's look at the recap of what we've just learned. We've been able to define both the tort of trespass to goods and conversion. We've also been able to understand the various elements of both torts and also identify the different remedies and defenses available for the torts. Do you have any questions or comments? Kindly post them in the comment section below the video. Otherwise, thanks for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, click the notification bell, and share with your friends and family or networks. Thank you.